It's been a few years since I did the big reveal video showing how SOG did their blade play elimination on this thing. And I'm sure the algorithm has buried that by now, making it impossible to find. So, while this is fresh in everyone's mind, may as well crack this thing open and show it again, because it's actually really cool. It has been quite a number of years since I had this thing apart, so you'll have to bear with me. I don't remember there being any really weird quirks about taking this thing apart, but let's see here. Do I have to take the pocket clip off too? There we are. Oh yeah, this thing actually has dowel pins holding everything together. Oh yeah, now I remember. Made myself jump for a second there. I remember what was super weird about this. The way the springs, the main springs, are held in here on the slider plate. You've actually got these little flippy, focus, like a little flippy tab interface with the slider plate, and so they have to go underneath and then kind of cam into place, which makes them really, really prone to jumping out. You've got this extra little spring down there. I seem to recall that's just to put a little preload on the button in the back position to eliminate rattle. The really neat thing here is what's going on right here. You got this little arm, and that is pulling down on that little wedging piece that I pointed out. This is your return spring for that. We'll set that off to the side. You know, I had honestly forgotten what this thing looked like inside here. Oh, and we've got super tiny Phillips head screws. I forgot about those. I can kind of show you what's going on really quick here before I tear it down the rest of the way. This is your little wedgie piece. This is a little steel pin that comes up and pushes against the blade, forcing it over to this side. I need a tiny Phillips head. Yeah, I could have been more organized for this video, but that's what you get. You get raw me, no script. Man, those little guys would get away from you if you aren't careful. Whew. Focus. Come on. Yeah. Two more down here. Like I was mentioning in the other video, this does seem like a really robust build. You've got steel liners screwed to a steel center part of the chassis. You've got dowel pins holding everything to a tight tolerance on assembly. As you can tell from me having to work everything apart. Come on. There we are. All right. Huh. And now, I didn't make this connection when I took it apart the first time. I can use this as a pointer here. But your sears are basically single, really large versions of the Benchmade Infidel sears. That's basically a giant scaled up version of the Infidel sear. Very, very interesting. I didn't make that connection before. And now, focus, you can see what's actually going on with your little wedging interface. Oh my God. Focus. Zoom in. There we are. Focus. Come on. Stay. All right. There we go. So now you can see exactly what's going on. You've got that little angled wedge block interfacing with that floating steel pin. And what that does is it comes down and jams the blade over into the dovetail channel. We'll go back to regular. Come on. All right. There we are. Let me pull the blade out. Let's see. If I lift that out. Yep, I'm gonna have to come down. Thing. There we are. Now I can pull the blade out. And you can see, focus, there is your angled interface on the blade that interfaces with that dovetail section in the frame. And that's how they do it. They just jam the blade over to this side and it takes out like 99% of the play. But the biggest issue is there is a lot of side play. And you can see, focus, that the edge of the blade overlaps with that channel where that hardened steel pin is for a good amount of the travel. And so as this thing is doing its bouncy side to side thing as it comes out, it is just whacking the edge along that steel pin and then over, focus, over into this side of the steel chassis. So yeah, I think, yeah, you can see what I did here is I took a ball peen hammer to the channel here and mooshed it in and then filed it back out just enough to take out a lot of that play. And then I very aggressively sharpened the blade back a little bit. It's not obvious. It probably would be if you had this side by side with a normal one, but I did take a little bit of the width of the blade down to keep it from beating itself up. But yeah, we're at almost 10 minutes, so I will cut it there. But that's a fresh look at what's going on inside the SOG Pentagon and how they did it. And I've heard rumors that they may have done a revision without announcing anything that it takes care of that, but I have not handled a brand new production one to confirm that. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll put this thing back together now and catch you all tomorrow. Hope everyone has a good evening.